Happy Friday, beautiful souls, and welcome to Spiritually Her. This is your safe space to explore the magic of inner work, grow your confidence, and embrace your self worth as the ultimate superpower. I'm Terrika-Surrenity, your host and guide on this transformative journey. Here, we're breaking barriers, we're rewriting our stories, and stepping fully into that girl energy together. So grab your favorite drink, let's settle in, and let's vibe. Your next level starts right now. Hey, beautiful souls! Welcome to the very first episode of Spiritually Her. Okay, I have literally manifested this fucking moment right here. Okay. All right. I'm Terrika-Surrenity, and I'm so excited to have you on this journey of empowerment, self discovery, and spiritual growth in becoming spiritually that girl. Spiritually her. Per. Okay. This episode is your guide to uncovering the power that lies within you. So let's create an intentional space for you to grow and evolve into that girl, the most authentic, confident, and empowered version of no person better than your fucking self, okay? Now, we're going to just jump right in and basically talk about what it means to be spiritually that girl, okay? Now, most people, when you hear that girl comes with a whole aesthetic and it's mostly material things or just being a baddie. Now, baby, I love a good baddie. I'm a baddie myself, okay? Like self care is on 10. But I feel like we also have to have and do the inner work to be spiritually that girl. And what that means to me is understanding that being that girl does not mean perfection. And it doesn't even fall into place with societal standards. Okay. To me, it's about fully embracing your true worth, understanding your power, and living unapologetically. Okay. Being you and understanding that who you are today as you show up is enough, is beautiful, is worthy, is valuable, is fucking capable. Okay? That girl is the woman who does the inner work to heal, to rise, and align herself with the divine energy that is hers by birthright. Okay? Fuck that. Like I need a fucking round of applause because your girl is in here dropping fucking bars. Okay? Dropping gems. Catch 'em. Okay? Basically, when it comes to being that girl spiritually, like the qualities that you think of. For me, the first quality is confidence. Confidence is not a trait, it is a skill. It has to be built. No one comes out of their mom's cooch and it's just like, I'm that bitch. Like, maybe some babies. Now, some babies, you know, they'd have been here before, but it's seriously, it is a skill that is built from the ground up, okay? Also, some other qualities is grace, resilience, and just being in pure alignment with her soul's purpose. That girl is basically embracing her flaws and challenges as a part of her journey and becoming that alchemist that no matter what lemons life throws at her, or other people throws at her, she fucking turns them into fucking lemonade, okay? The fucking alchemist. All right? Now, here are some steps that I have learned alone my spiritual journey that literally helped me transform into spiritually being her, being that girl. Okay. The first step, which is very foundational, and that comes in with the power of inner work. A lot of people like to overstep or ignore, sweep under the rug the inner work that has to be done. Granted, I get it. It is scary. It is so hard to face yourself in the mirror and really be fully aware of who you are, or even look in the mirror and not be aware of who you are at all. That is a scary moment. And trust me, I have been there. I have been there. But that's the first step, starting. And with that inner work, it's about looking at the parts of yourself that have been hidden, ignored, or neglected, whether it was neglected by your own doing or people around you. It's about healing those past wounds, the childhood trauma, the inner turmoil, the addressing your limiting beliefs and becoming comfortable with who you are authentically. Okay? Now, when it comes down to healing, a lot of people feel like healing is just like, okay, I healed. I'm good for now on. No. Being on this spiritual journey, you are always healing. You are always growing. There's always something that could be readjusted or that can be enhanced because during this journey of life, we do not have all of the answers, but at least we can live authentically and hold ourselves accountable for our own decisions, for our own self love and our own self care, our own journey. And so, when it comes to healing, when we try to grow without healing, we're just putting a shiny layer over old wounds. Healing is like decluttering your soul. It makes space and opens up room for growth to come in, abundance to come in, and for true confidence to make its way and shine fucking bright. Okay? Like a lot of times people want to say, well, I've done the healing work, but they show up in a way that's just like fully polished, where they're still trying to be perfect. That's not a person that is healed. That is a person that is still putting away things and putting it in that back file cabinet that needs to be decluttered. And what happens when you don't declutter or go through or heal what's going on in that cabinet? It eventually overfills and things start to seep out. And then you find yourself being triggered by things and you're wondering, why am I so triggered by this? Why am I so bothered by this? And basically it's all the old shit that you won't fucking acknowledge. It's like, bitch, help me, bitch. We need to heal this shit. All those past versions of yourself that you pushed away, whether it's the childhood you, the teenage you, the 20-year-old you, would no matter what age you were when those traumatic events happened, when you failed to heal, those versions of you are still there. and eventually they will seep out into this future that you are building. So why not build on this future while also healing them? They deserve it too, right? Okay, so for those who would like some steps on how to start the inner work journey, that comes with just like a simple ritual that I've done for myself to help me start on my own inner work journey. Okay. Basically, grab a journal, and I can tell you I literally have fucking like 30 journals, okay? I don't know what it is about paper and pens and stuff like that when it comes to me, but I literally love a good fucking journal. Okay? Maybe it's the writer in me, the creator in me. Like, basically, first step, okay, that I do recommend, grab a journal, find something cute, find something that speaks out to you, that if you are an aesthetic girl like I am, okay, find something that is like, oh, I can carry this with me in my purse or my laptop bag or whatever. And I can just really write and it looks cute and it matches me. It's my favorite color. Boom, bam, wham. All right. And when you get this journal, I want you to reflect on three things, three simple questions. That first question: what parts of myself have I ignored or suppressed? All right. And make sure you got your pens and paper out now. If you haven't gotten that journal yet, rip off a piece of paper or something on the back of that light bill or something like that. Pick it out, take it out, get the pen, and let's write down these questions, okay? Again, number one, what parts of myself have I ignored or suppressed? Second question, what wounds or fears do I need to heal in order to step into my full potential? The last question, which I think is the fun question, okay? It is the question that gets you to really being creative and imagining the best fucking version possible, okay? Third question, what do I want my that girl version to look like? And when you write this out, be very specific, okay? Very, very, like to the T. What does she look like? What does she do? What is her daily life? Okay. All right. Now, once you have done like that first foundational step of the inner work and really digging deep, writing those journal prompts and answering those questions, now we go into confidence because confidence is fucking key. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about what it means to have self confidence versus external validation. So, a lot of people confuse the two. There's some people that feel like, oh, well, I have over 10,000 likes for XYZ, and that causes them to be confident because of others validating or adding their viewpoint and giving their validation for that post or that picture. But if they were to post that picture and only received 20 likes, that may not validate them enough, or they wouldn't feel as confident, or they would take the picture down because not enough people are liking it. Though that's the difference. Self-confidence comes from within, while your external validation is fleeting. It's about knowing your worth regardless of others' opinions or approval. So basically, if you took a picture, posted it, No matter how many likes it received, no matter how many comments or anything, if you taken that picture and you saw that picture even before posting it and you felt like, I am that bitch in this picture, no like or comment or anything could make you feel otherwise because you have that self confidence. You are not doing this for external validation. All right, so for example, I used to hold back from sharing my story because I was afraid of judgment. I used to be a very I don't want to say secretive person, but very private. I like to consider myself an extroverted introvert where I really only talk when it comes to people that I feel safe and secure with. But I stopped doing that. And this happens to just be recently. I used to feel like when it came down to manifesting this podcast, I was like, you know what? I have something to fucking say, but I don't feel like anybody's going to want to listen to what I have to say. Nobody's going to listen, or I don't want to tell my story because I don't want people judging me. But literally, when I reached that aha moment and literally lost everything, and my angels and my spirit guides were and ancestors was like, bitch, if you don't wake up and see your fucking potential and stop caring about the judgment or what people may think or say or whether they deem you to be valuable or not, whether it's family or friends or not, because you have not like reached or met all of the people that are going to fucking love you and what you have to say and offer this world. Okay. So the moment I began to trust my voice and my worth, all of the doors of my fucking dreams started opening, and they're going to continue to open. Okay. Let's make that clear. All right. So when it comes down to tips to building this self confidence, I always like to say start off with affirmations. Like standing in front of that mirror, we're in the mirror a lot. Okay, girls? Like when it comes to makeup, doing your hair, brushing your teeth, like you're in that mirror. So while you're there, talk nice to yourself. Build yourself the fuck up. Okay? Turn yourself up, baby. So here are some affirmations. Okay, so you can start your day by affirming your worth. I am enough. I am worthy of all the good that is coming to me. And when you say these words, I need you to truly feel them. Look at yourself and love on yourself and really embrace and breathe and take it all in. Okay? And now the next step when it comes to the confidence building is celebrate your small wins. So each time you accomplish something, no matter how small, celebrate it. Celebrate it. I don't care if it is, bitch, I woke up and got out of the bed today and taken a shower and took a shower today. Because if yesterday you were depressed and you did not get out of that bed and you laid in that bed the entire day, that small step that you took of getting out of the bed and taking a shower and allowing yourself to move and grow, no matter how small that step was, it was a win. Celebrate it, because that builds your self-esteem and that reinforces your belief in your abilities. Because one step you may have taken further today, you might take two more the next day, and the next day there might be three. A week from later, it might be 20 more steps ahead. So take it in, Celebrate it. Turn yourself up, okay? I don't care how small it fucking is, okay? So stand on business now, okay? Now, let's talk about, too, the role of self worth. So, self worth is also the foundation of everything, which does fall into place as well with the inner work. So, when you know your worth, you set boundaries that protect your energy. You attract what you truly deserve. Self worth is the inner compass that directs your actions, your decisions, and your relationships, which is the foundation of what it means to spiritually be that girl, to be her. Creating those boundaries and knowing your self worth. How many times can we think of in the past or even right now, currently, some relationships in your life? I don't care if this was a love interest, um, a sibling, a parent, friendships, coworkers, any fucking form of a relationship that you can think back on where you lacked boundaries and that relationship was so fucking toxic to you, to your mental health, to your peace of mind. Basically, and a lot of times we hate to admit it, that our self worth may have been low in that time frame. We stayed and we enabled behaviors that we didn't deserve or that we shouldn't have accepted. Now, the reasons we do that, they could all be fucking different depending on the person, but it all stems from our own self-worth. And when we lack that self-worth, when we lack the boundaries, then we create these spaces for relationships, for our decisions and our actions and everything to show our lack of self-worth. So, I'm also going to share an exercise to boost self-worth. All right? Write this down too. So I'm hoping y'all got y'all pen and papers out, okay? Cuz I'm dropping gems, baby. I'm dropping fucking gems, okay? I want you to stand in front of the mirror and look into your eyes and say to yourself, I am worthy of love, success, and all that is good. I want you to do this every morning, and over time, you'll start to believe it. Okay. Also, address your common blocks of self worth. Okay. So many of us tie our worth to external achievements or the opinions of others. But your true worth doesn't depend on what you do or what others think. It comes from you, your true worth. Now, what also comes with that in your self worth is creating boundaries, which is a form of self care, self respect, and basically letting yourself know, as well as the others that are around you, that you're not taking no shit. And that's even sometimes talking to yourself or that negative voice in your head. Like, I'm not taking no shit. Create boundaries even for yourself and show up for yourself. If you created a boundary of, I am no longer going to have these negative thoughts forming in my head about myself, that means anytime you have a negative thought about yourself, or you may just say something unknowingly, or just like, oh, I look fat in this dress, or oh, I shouldn't be eating all that, or um, oh, why is my hair looking this way, or da da da. Like, I don't care what it is, or I can't do this. I don't deserve a type of person like that, or anytime you have that negative thought, I need you to cancel that shit block it, clear, cancel, release it, and I need you to replace it. And you need to replace it with something so beautiful and so fucking amazing. Speak nice to yourself because you are crossing a boundary that you are going to set. So stand on business even when it comes to yourself. Because sometimes you have to train that negative voice in your head like, bitch, we're not doing this. Sometimes you got to get a little crazy with that inner voice. Like, bitch, who are you talking to? Not me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to get crazy like that. But also when it comes to other people. Now, I'm not saying you have to like crash out when it comes to other people, although sometimes it be warranted. But when spiritually becoming her, you are creating boundaries that you are just holding people towards a different standard, which doesn't cause for confrontation. It doesn't call for anything. You're just literally creating the boundary of what you will and will no longer allow. Boundaries aren't just about saying no to others, but also saying yes to yourself. Anytime you say yes to something and you really wanted to say no, you're saying no to yourself and yes to someone else. Anytime it's something someone wants you to do and it's like, oh, that's going to take away from me, say no and you're saying yes to yourself. You're honoring yourself. That is a boundary. And it protects your peace, your energy, and your time. Now, so the last ritual or practice that I am going to offer you guys and just really give you to help you create and set these boundaries. Take a moment, close your eyes, and imagine a protective bubble of light surrounding you. In this space, you are safe to say no when you need to, and yes when you want to. Visualize this bubble protecting your energy from anything that doesn't align with your highest good. Now, I want you to do this anytime it comes to a point where you find yourself falling back into old habits of people pleasing, of neglecting self care. When it comes down to decisions or anything, take a moment and practice setting and creating these boundaries to create a form of self respect for yourself and show up for yourself. Okay? Now, when it comes to aligning with your higher self, okay, it's not just about being that girl once in a while. It's about consistency and making alignment a daily practice. So, have and set intentions for your day. All right? When you wake up, set a powerful intention for the day. Ask yourself, how do I want to show up today? Because it's going to set the tone for your entire day. I don't care if you're getting up and you're getting ready for work and you're like, I'm just going to throw this on. How do you want to show up today? I don't know if it's the Leo in me, but I literally wake up and be like, I'm going to be that girl today. Like, I'm going to wear the outfit that I feel like my higher self would want to wear. That person who is spiritually her and that girl, that bitch, period. Okay? Like, I'm going to wear that outfit. My energy is going to be as such. I'm going to smile that day. I'm going to say, hi, how are you? I'm being social today. I won't allow negative energy to change my feelings today or my mood or affect my aura or my energy. So Set your intentions in the morning. Make decisions that are purposeful. Okay? Also, practice gratitude. Gratitude grounds you and reminds you of your blessings. So before bed, list 5 things you're grateful for. And even if you don't do that before bed, if you find 5 things that you're grateful for throughout the day, write them down throughout the day. And I promise you will feel a more purposeful, aligned life. Instead of focusing so much on the negatives or the things that we dislike, let's find the things that we're so grateful to have. Another thing, lastly, grounding meditation. Take at least 5 to 10 minutes to meditate. Ground yourself to the earth and connecting with your inner self, okay? Now, I want to hear about your journey to becoming that girl. What inner work have you started doing? What self worth rituals are you practicing? Okay. DM me on social media or comment on the podcast post with your reflections. All right. I encourage you guys to subscribe and definitely leave a review. If this episode resonated with you, please subscribe and share it with someone who might need to hear these words. So, next week, we're diving into breaking free from limiting beliefs and how to reclaim your power and potential. You won't want to miss it, okay? So, please know you are worthy, you are powerful, and you are that girl. Keep shining, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Spiritually Her. I hope you felt inspired, empowered, and ready to take the next step on your journey. If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's keep the conversation going. You can connect with me on TikTok at Serenity101. That's SURRENITY 101. And on Instagram at spiritually.her. I'd love to hear your thoughts, breakthroughs, or even what topics you want to dive into next. Until next time, remember, your power is already within you. Keep shining and simply stay spiritually her. Bye!